Good morning. How you guys doing today? I'm trying to rustle around here, and I'm on my phone today. Having another problem with my iPad, so don't want to mess with it. So I'm going to go on here and on another device here, and I'm going to try and put my watch hours up. I got to figure out if I've gotten any more. So, hang on one second. William E., good morning. How you doing? My phone has a wider thing, so don't pay attention to the background at all. It's all messed up. So I don't know whether my phone has a better microphone than my iPad, but we'll see. Buddy Biggs, good morning. Welcome to my house. So, a couple things I gotta get done here. Got to go in. Oops. Oop. I guess I can't do that. So I've gotten a few more subs the last couple of days, which is nice. Thanks to you guys, I think. Must be somebody out here that comes and watches me that yeah, I'm starting to get a few hours, and it's all because of you guys. It's all because of you guys. I don't know whether I can go in there and check it. I think I can. I haven't gone in on this device, so I have to download it, so it'll take a minute there. But anyway, I don't have a lot planned today. I didn't go hunting yesterday. I've been trying to get some other things done. Had some doctor's appointments. Got some more today, so I'm not going hunting today. But we can look at some stuff. I thought maybe I could just show you some of the junk I collected that I'm still having to sort through and see if I'm gonna what I'm gonna do with it. I know that I'm gonna do something with it. I don't want to just throw all of it in the trash, but it's just odd things, really odd things we pick up uh, when we're hunting. So, what is today's Tuesday, right? The street sweepers come in. They usually come on Monday. I just watched the street sweeper go by the house. Oh, okay. It's Busterine. Hey, I love the whistle you got yesterday. That's cool. I know that's a Bobby's whistle. It's got to be a Bobby's whistle. Okay, it's installed so I can open it up. So, everybody hear me all right? All right, another 10K ring. 508 magnets? Oh, I'll have to check it out. What's your new machine? buddy? Another one today? You got another Bobby's whistle? Goodness. So, okay. Now we're going. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah. Okay. So, says that 1748. I'm near another half a hundred. That's pretty cool. Just in the last week, I've got 100 watch hours. That's pretty good. You know, I'm blaming you guys for that. So, blaming you guys for giving me the watch hours. So, well, that's cool. That's still cool. You know, what I find around here, I've found several of them are what they call coyote whistles, where hikers use them to blow when coyotes are around so they can scare them off. I found several of those. I think I've got one right here someplace close I can show you. So, okay, so 1748. And I've nearly got as many watch hours as I have subs. I'm up to 1781 subs now. That's pretty cool. I got at least 10 the last 2 days. And making some turnarounds here, doing some things that are sparking some interest, I think. So things are going to be cool. And the Nottingham's Whistle Man. That's what we can call you, Whistle Man. So, I go back in here and what? What's going on? Okay. A little slow on this device. So, sorry about that. I'm just going to. Okay. I'm typing slow, typing slow. '48. There. So climbing, slowly climbing, slowly climbing. Uh, uh, I am I'm at a loss for something to talk about right this second. No such thing as bad spelling, Jamie. The thing is that our devices change what we say. It picks something close. If you don't hit it just right, if it doesn't understand what you're going to say, what you think you're going to say, it picks for you, and then you don't pay attention because you just keep on going. And that's what I do. I got to pay more attention. I got to take some of this change, roll it up, so I can pay more attention. Can I swipe that off? Huh, I don't know. I got a pinned thing across the top here. So absolutely, we understand you. You know why we understand you? Because we're all the same blood. We're all the same breed, same species of detectorists here. Even if you haven't detected yet, like William uh, hasn't really got out there and detected yet, but he's still one of ours. Oh, goodness. I think my jar's too full. I'm trying to put some nickels in here and it's too full. So, got to roll some today. Okay. So is everybody having a good day so far? Jamie is. He's already found a whistle. I have some. Yeah. I the auction house that I put in my community page. I uh, I get some things off of there. They have some great collectibles on that auction site. You guys ought to check it out if you. Um, they will ship things, some things, but some things that are on there you have to pick up there. So if you don't live local, um, don't buy the big stuff. But they've got some great stuff because it's an auction house where they do a lot of estate sales. So they've got a lot of collectibles. You know, people. It's amazing how eclectic people really are. You know, especially old people like me. I've got a lot of stuff. I'm very eclectic. I got stuff I shouldn't have, just stuff that I find and say, oh, maybe I can use that, or oh, I'll find something to do with that, or oh, that's great. I'll keep it until it's worth something. Yeah, that's a pretty cool auction house. Oh, you know what I was going to show you guys here. Yeah, I, this is one of the things that I bought at that auction house. I won this auction, and this is uh, a commemorative copper for, or bronze actually, it's a bronze for the Columbia shuttle, the first one, the first one to ever return. And that I just had to have it for some reason. Just yeah, it adds up in my storage. Some of it uh, I'm going to resell. Some of it I want for myself. But see that I got the patch with it. I forgot to show this the last time when I showed the coin, uh, the metal. Uh, but this is an actual patch that they wore on their astronauts' uniforms. That's really cool. Yeah, an actual patch. And maybe that's even uh, more collectible than the bronze coin. But this is a really cool item. And I got it pretty reasonable for what it is. I mean, it's in really good shape. And if I ever want to resell it, uh, it's got a good resale price. So, yeah, I'm actually going to sell some things today. I want to buy a couple of pinpointers that we don't have so that we can make pinpointer covers for them, pinpointer protectors with scoops and stuff. So um, I'm going to take care of that today so we can move forward. Yeah, the mission patch is awesome. It really is. And I don't know why I didn't show it last time because, uh, you know, I I was so interested in showing you the bronze medal that I thought was cool. I forgot to show the patch, and the patch is probably, like I said, more collectible than the coin itself. So, and both of them together make uh, worth a pretty penny. So that if I ever need a little extra, I know I've got something that I can that somebody else wants. That's the thing about collectibles, right? You can't just collect things that you want. You can, but if you plan on collecting it for the future, then you've got to collect something that other people want too. And that's the hard part because those things are generally pretty hard to get, you know. You got to be really lucky sometimes to get some of the things that other people want. So we got to change this to some backgrounds so that let's see, what was I on? I like this one. I like this one. Don't like the commercials though. So, anyways, AP Luke, welcome to my house. Hey, how's things going? I hear you had some tornado activity. So, oh, let's see. Don't want anything too sleepy-fied. Oh, come on. I was looking at some of the things that I have. You know, let's see. Dragon, get the new property closing. Closings next week. All right, cool. Can't wait to see some of the video and stuff you guys post of your property. So, Luke, you didn't get too much damage from the tornado that passed your way? I think I got more the other day when I was out. I think I got more rollable Zinkins than I did crusty Zinkins. That's cool. So I got a stack. Hang on just a second here. Let's see if I can do this without my old neuropathy hands here. Okay, I got this many rollable Zinkins and this many crusty that I have to clean. So really, your place, isn't that weird how a tornado or a hurricane or anything, some places will just get smashed right next door, absolutely right next door. Not even a twig is touched. That is so weird. Wow. Fell through her house. Yeah, I just can't believe it sometimes. Yesterday I showed you guys my 1945 wheat, right? I got a wheatie, 1945. That's 5 years older than me. So see how good he looks compared, you know? And it's older. It's older than me. I was amazed that I got a 45 that looks so good out of the ground. You know? So that goes in my unusual coins. So this year I have a few unusual coins. Maybe one day we'll just spread them all out here and just look at the unusual, different coins, because they're U.S. dollars, half dollars, older coppers, and like wheats, and got some foreign coins in there, and got to go through them and see exactly what I've got. But anytime I get a Sacagawea or a president's coin, or the dollar coins, they all go in here. So I got a few this year. So, sure happy to see all of you in here. And find my dimes here. Got 2 or 3 of my Where did they go? I'll get my coppers out. See, these are the coppers for this year. These are the coppers from last year. I got a few. I haven't counted them. I don't know. Maybe we'll count them together one day, and I'll have a little contest on how many coppers are in this little container. But this is from last year, and this is from this year so far. So there's my dimes. I've got 3 containers like this of dimes. So, you know, and I'm mounting them up like this, and that's a bad thing because I got to go through all of these and double check them and see if there's any good ones in there. Metal Detecting with Randy, welcome to my house. Swing and dig it, welcome to my house. You guys are awesome coming in here. You know, if you have to leave, make sure you hit the thumbs down or the thumbs up, one or t'other. So, okay, now I need the Zinkins here. I got where's there they are. So these is that was not neat. Oh, my 52 Zinkin pickup here. So tell me if anything's too loud, if I'm too loud, or if I'm playing the guitar too loud here. Whoa, I'm gonna fall over here trying to pick up the Zinkins I dropped. I probably missed a couple, but yeah, there's another one. So that's fun watching me go all over the place looking for Zinkins here. But these are the Zinkins I have to roll up that are clean enough to roll. And I have $22 worth of Zinkins I've already rolled up that I found this year. So I dig a lot of Zinkins. And I'm going to get that out again. I hope that doesn't fall over. I got to show the people that weren't here yesterday my find on Saturday. I know you've probably seen it if you look at my page, but the reason I dig Zinkins, I dug this Zinkin, the total Zinkin hard signal and number. So on my legend, the Zinkins are 4142 most of the time, but you know, if you get a really crusty one like this one that I dug, that one rang up like a 60, you know, because it's just weird. But it's a Zinkin, and I dug it just because it was a 60, and hardly anything hits 60 with my legend. Huh, all you can eat free ice cream sundae bar? Wow. Poker chips. Poker chips? So, yeah, the Zinkins, well, they're the most dropped, right? But anyway, if I hadn't dug this Zinkin signal, everybody says, I don't dig zinc. A lot of people say, I don't dig Zinkins. They're too much trouble. Well, I do because I've got $22 rolled up. I've got uh, this many I have to tumble uh, right now. I don't know how many are in there, but there's a couple, 3 rolls in there. And so all those, and I get this, which is, it's not valuable, but it was a Zinkin with a ring on it. And when I dug it, I thought it was a pendant. I thought, oh, somebody made a pendant out of that. How cute, And I knew that it couldn't be real valuable. It's a gold-plated copper ring. And I gave it to Getting Around to It, and she says, that's not a pendant. That's a ring with a penny stuck in it. So, so what do you know? Swing and dig it? You betcha. Dig everything. So, um, okay, you're probably already gone to AAP, but that's cool. You be back. I appreciate you being in here. Well, if I taught something, William, I am glad that's what you learned from me. If you never ever learn anything else from moi, I'm glad you learned that from me, because you just don't get things, the good things, and the um, you know you pass things up just because it's like walking down the street and seeing things on the ground. You see something sparkle on the ground. If you don't pick it up, you don't know what it is. I picked up jewels off the ground, and we picked up somebody's bridge off the ground worth about $3,000. I mean, I couldn't resell it for $3,000, but I've put it on my channel, and in hopes of somebody saying, that's my bridge, but what's the chance of the person that lost that bridge watching my channel? It's just too much. And it was in a public parking lot. Cars, 200, 300 cars a day go in and out of that parking lot, or more. So the chance of anybody seeing that bridge on my meager channel, never know though. One day somebody might be clicking through my thing and say, hey, that was my bridge. And I'll get it back to them if they do that. Hey, Lucky James Eller, how you doing today? Million Dollar Meg, good morning. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. Joining on the weirdness. Join in on the weirdness, because today is weird. I'm going to be talking about anything and everything. I'm going to clean off my table here and bring some stuff over. I think this might be something I want to test, so I'm going to put that there. And these Zinkins go in here. Oops, I don't know whether I can fit those in there. Possible. Nope, not easily. Well, that's the second time I had to pick them up. I got to start a new Zinkin jar or roll some today. So let's try this one more time just to get them out of the way. And yay, I got them in there. Now can I get the lid on it? Yep. Okay. So that won't rattle. They're tight in there. There's a few Zinkins there. So okay, and this goes in this over here. And so here we go. Yeah, I really want to get back over to the beach. I'm watching a couple. Seek and Detect is somebody that lives close to me and gets to the beach all the time. Jealous. And there's Bill and Christine too, SoCal, digging SoCal. You got to watch those guys if you get a chance. So I'm reading here. You guys are. Grandma Kelly, welcome to my house. Heading off to work. Oh, you gonna leave me running? Oh, how sweet of you. Thank you, Grandma. Nice to see you in here. Miss having coffee with you in the morning. So you guys are having coffee with me.
Fewer meetings, fewer apps. It's all in Dropbox.
So I'm trying to. You've been trying to watch my regular videos. I appreciate that. I don't have enough regular videos on anymore, I don't think. I used to have a bunch, and they're still on there. You got to go back a ways to watch them. Hey, work hard, Grandma, so you can play hard. So, thanks for hanging out here. Hit the like before you leave. Anybody dislike or like, anytime. I'm going to step away just for a second. I'm going to grab the tray I have, and I just wanted to pull a few oddities out of that and talk about them, if that's all right with y'all. Yeah, it's mixed. It's mixed for me, Buddy Biggs. The lives, I know that, I like to be in the lives and chat in the lives and stuff, and I try to go and watch people's regular content. and make comments, let you know that I'm there and everything. I will be around. But there's so many of you guys. There's so many of you guys that I like to watch. So, and the trouble with being like me, trying to make this work, is that I don't get enough time to spend with you guys on your stuff, and that's sad. I used to watch you guys a lot more when I wasn't doing it. When I was just sitting around and couldn't get out, I watched you guys. Now I'm doing it, and I don't get a chance between everything else to watch as much as I would like. But I'm trying to do better at that. Yes, the harder it is to keep up with me. That is true. So true. And I'm I'm still trying to get more subscribers, and so that more people see what I do. And some of you guys have an outstanding amount of subscribers. I have 1,700, and the, the creators that are in those 1,700 subscribers is amazing. So I can't imagine how many creators that I would have if I had 5 or 6 thousand subs. I know that, like, the uh, the mass majority of that many subs would be, people that just like to watch, but there are going to be a bunch of creators like y'all. What? Buddy Biggs, you did what? 3 million subscribers? Really? Oh my goodness. Are you going to get another plaque? Doesn't YouTube give you plaques for that many subscribers? Oh wow. I couldn't even imagine having 3 million subscribers. I I can only imagine that. But here I didn't start out thinking that I was going to get even a few people to watch me. I thought just because I was watching other people that maybe somebody, a few people. I'm truly amazed at how far I've gotten so far, and it's been great. I met all you guys. That's the best part. Yeah, I lose a couple every day, but to lose 2 out of 3 million, that's amazing. I lose two after getting 10. But that's the game, right? That's the game. So let me step out here just for a second. I got a tray full of oddities and stuff that we picked up. I'm going to find something really neat to talk about in here. I don't know whether anybody watched my video on the horseshoe I found in the park. This horseshoe It wasn't hit by a lawnmower in the park. This horseshoe came off the horse, and look at the devastation on that horseshoe. That I'm walking across the park a couple weeks ago and found this. It still has part of the hoof in it, and uh, so I hope the luck's not torn out of that. But that is something, huh? Do you know how hard it is to bend a horseshoe like that? Have you ever tried to bend a horseshoe? I mean, it's got nails in it. I wouldn't try it now, but I don't think I could straighten that horseshoe out even at my strongest, and I used to be pretty strong. I used to be able to crush things with my hands. I had uh, some amazing strength in my hands. I could pick up a full gallon can with one hand, absolutely no problem. Stack them all day long. And but that I just I just can't think of what that horse went through to get its shoe ripped off like that. That just awestruck with that. APA, how's it going? Let me readjust my thing here. Okay. Welcome to my house, PA. Did you get a chance to use your scoop yet? So, buddy, you messing with our heads there, huh? I kind of figured that. I thought maybe you had 3 million views and you just said subs by mistake. But I know I've got to find something in here worth talking about besides that horseshoe. But that horseshoe is pretty cool. That's a conversation piece. And I found somebody tried to tame a dinosaur. So they tied a little ribbon around it, trying to tame it. Never lie, but sometimes you say things aren't true. Well, yeah, as long as you tell people it's not true, it's not a lie. Going up to Vermont, that's a cool place. That's a cool place. I'm reading the chat here. I'm trying to catch up. Sorry about that. You Oh, okay. I just read your remark, PA. You have not used your scoop, just got Amy's in the mail. Okay, so you're all set. So, did you send one to Jamie? Oh, you just got Jamie's in the mail. Is that Jamie's or Amy's? It says Amy's. I'm thinking it might be Jamie's, right? So, all right. You got a hat? Oh, you know what? I should show you the hat I found. That's what I should show you. One of the things I found was a hat. Uh, Getting around to it, found one, and I found one the same day. When it was after 4th of July. What do you mean you're hated? We don't hate anybody. Nobody hates anybody. So, okay, interesting finds. I find a lot of abandoned dolls in the parks. So, some people will just set them up and hope that some other kid picks them up, but I collect them, so one day I'm going to give them to somebody. Except dolls like this, because this is just an air freshener doll, but it's a doll. So around the dog parks and stuff, we find a lot of these, which are pretty cool. Dog water dishes. And I can use them when I babysit my daughter's dog. And we go out to the parks and we can take this along with us. Have to wash it though. Anything else interesting in here? I got something interesting enough to talk about. Talk. Okay. I thought this was pretty cool. This is a USB drive. But it looks like Mr. Peanut. Right? That was a cool find. I thought, just a USB drive component. Okay, I thought it was funny. Welcome, Magnet. Good morning. Welcome to my house. So, but these are things you look at and when you first see it, you don't know exactly what it is because it looks like some little robot thing, Mr. Peanut, with a monocle and everything. But then you look at it and go, oh, it's a USB drive. I even tried to pull a joke on Facebook and a page that's called What's This? And it was really funny because about 100 people came right on and said, hey, that's a USB component. That came out of one of those, plugs into your cigarette lighter. That's what that is. And it's out of the case, but that end plugs into your cigarette lighter, and that's your USB port. So, pretty cool. Oh, I got to put my glasses on. Starting to. Okay. Jamie, when do you sleep? You say you had a good night's sleep. I see you on at all different hours, and a lot of those hours are your sleep time. And when do you sleep? So, we found a land shark. Anybody remember the land shark? Tell me if you remember the land shark. Yeah, you got some pretty good silver. So, anyway, nobody remembers the land shark? Okay. Something interesting. Something interesting. Find these things too. These are pretty cool. It's not just coins and jewelry. Find a lot of stuff like this. Pretty cool. Where's the other one of these? What's in here with it? Yep, there it is. I found a pair of these in different spots. Anybody know what these are? These are toe ornaments for cowboy boots. Somebody lost one at one side of the park and the other one at the other side of the park. So I found them both in the park, in the tot lot. Just reminds you of the movie Sharknado. Yeah, I guess so. Nobody remembers land sharks, huh? Okay, the land shark. Where that comes from. That kind of should go in with my tokens, I think. So. Where's my tokens here? Just had them. Just had my tokens. Tap into the tokens. I'll put it in a minute. I got one of Ghost Nancy's helping hands. There, wave to everybody. Hello. Hey, Iron Antler. Welcome to my house. Tell us about the land shark. The land shark is from Saturday Night Live. used to knock on people's doors. Say, who's there? Land shark. And then he would eat people. So now we've got something else in here. Oh, Jamie. This one wasn't metal detecting, but I did find a whistle. I found several whistles. So, oh, come on, there's got to be, in all this junk, there's got to be one good thing that interesting. Oh, lots of keys. I got to get these out. So, I dumped everything out of another container into this container so I could go through it and have the other containers. So, it's anyway, let's go in the keys. Maybe I'll keep my helping hand out here for some reason. That's already taken by somebody. There we go. Nope, too big. These dolls go in the headless doll collection. Found a headless body. All right, Jamie. You know, take care, and I'll see you in a little bit. Now, you remember the land shark there, Buddy Biggs? That was one of their funniest characters, I thought. You know, there for a long time. This I thought I had a ring, but it was like a curtain ring or something. When I found that, what would you think? You see that in the ground? That was one of my days where I was very let down when I picked it up. Saw that glinting in the ground, just like that. It was like in the ground like that. So very shiny, very cool, and then not. So, see you, Buddy Biggs. Make sure you hit the thumbs down or the thumbs up if you haven't already. It's noisy where you work. Oh, I'm glad it's just noisy where you work and not me. So, anyway, there's some things that throw you off when you're digging out there. This was with some metal. It's plastic, and when I was digging the metal, I saw this, and I just saw that much of it, and I thought, all right, look at that. That's a huge band. But it's not even costume jewelry. I think it was maybe a piece of a toy brass knuckle or something, maybe. I don't know. It had another circle on this end. I don't know exactly what it was. But this was fun to find, just floating around in the water. This was in the water, and it caught me off guard. I had at Dottweiler Beach, I found this, and that makes you look twice. But look what it says. It says copy money. It's money made for making movies. And they use it like in big bundles, so it looks real. Hey, David Carlisle, welcome to my house today. So, when you find money and at a distance, it looks real, especially with my eyes, and that can make your heart jump till you look at it real close. So, so you would think, oh well, that happens, right? So, but I keep all that stuff that makes my heart jump. Oh, here's another whistle, Jamie. Another whistle. And one thing about being in the park, though, you get to meet all the kids' characters. So, so what about? I'm not finding anything of real interest in here. Find a lot of electronics. This is an adapter, Sony adapter, plugs in. Yeah. So this end plugs into something, and then it adapts SD cartridge or something to Sony memory stick. So you find a lot of stuff like that people lose. Those are pretty interesting things. That Hello Kitty key. That's from a while back. Actually, it's probably my second time at this one park that I was cleaning up, and the lady, I thought she was going to chew me out, and she comes up to me and said, "They ought to pay you for what you do." So this has a memory to it. That was the day I thought I had a Karen, and she turned out to be a really nice lady. Said that she was going to tell the county about me and tell them that they ought to pay me for cleaning up their parks. That was a nice thing for her to say. This I found. It's a little brass hanger. I found this in a kid's park, and it was buried pretty deep, probably about 6 inches. So, oh, I didn't realize it had so many keys in this box. You guys go. Another coyote whistle. What was that looks real? What did I bring up you thought looked real? Let's see. I think I got a tree tag here. It was in the middle of the park, but I think that was a tree tag where they tag the trees with a number so that they can keep track of them. But I think maybe that it was around a big bare spot. I think maybe the tree fell out of the ground and they cleaned it up, but they left the tag for it. That was interesting. In my mind. So, anything else interesting in here? Oh, I posted a half a skateboard yesterday. I found a whole skateboard before. I found several of these. These are weird signals when you get them because they just got that little bitty bar in there. But find these little finger boards in the parks every once in a while, in the tot lots. Go to the parks every once in a while. I find dog tag. Thought I had a pendant when I saw this. I saw part of it, you know. Thought it was a pendant, but it's just a doggy tag. Oh, you got to answer me, William. What looks real? I don't know what. I know I've got more in here. We find a lot of utensils. That's pretty interesting. Oh, the 100. Oh, yeah. I should have known. They are real. I mean, they're printed exactly real. They're just like copied, but then it says a copy on them. Yeah, they look like the real thing. Make your heart jump when you. Something interesting. Come on, something cool. I got a lot of junk in here. A lot of junk. I got two. Got a treasure coin. Got a few of these around that I find, and I see them glinting in the ground when I'm digging and thinking I got something really cool. But then you come to realization that it's not. It's what? Another whistle. So yeah, there's another coin. Be rich if these were real silver and gold, but yeah. I thought this was pretty cool. Yeah, tell me what you would think of it. It's a one of those bracelets, and oops, look it. You can measure with that one, you wear that around and you'd always be able to measure things instead of guessing. But what kid would wear that? That, that has to be more for uh, an adult, like a contractor or something, want to make an immediate uh, measurement on something. So, but I don't know the point of 21 feet there. I'm going to have to look that one up. I intended to, but I never got around to it. Because, you know, it's got millimeters on it, it's got inches. So 21 feet, you know that 21 feet is 252 inches, right? So, hey, Blistering, welcome back. Were you in there, see my coyote whistle? So, that's one of them. Got several of those. Come on, something that be worthwhile talking about. Worthwhile talking about. I found a neat modern belt buckle one time. It took me a minute to figure out what that was because it has adjustments on it and stuff. But really, it's just a belt buckle, right? So, but it looks like a little lighter. Your imagination can just go off on you here. But it's one of those adjustable belt buckles to where swivels and has these little adjustments so you can take it off the belt and put it back on the belt. And so that brought up topic of conversation for a little while. So, yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what that was. That's one of the fun things about digging is when you find trash like this, treasure trash, is trying to figure out what it is. That's why I want to be someplace where there's a lot of relics around from 4 years of battle, you know, in different places for the Civil War. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't been found yet, I'm sure. But I would love just finding it and figuring out what it is, you know, because 99% of it hasn't been used since the war. And so it's kind of just a dream that I have. Looking at stuff like this and trying to figure out what you would do if you found a real relic that nobody uses anymore. I find a lot of shell casings. Don't know why. I'm not in areas where people do a lot of hunting and stuff, but I find a lot of shell casings in parks. That's really strange. So, okay, let's get down here. You know what? I found another one of these. Just the other day, I had one of these with a little different design from a different park. And somebody said that they were parts of Beyblades. I knew I had one here, and I just found one last week. And it's on my shorts. It has a little different design on it, more of a weave design here. But look at that one. That one's pretty cool too. So somebody said Beyblades, but I don't know, maybe. Somebody knows Beyblades? That was that top game where you shoot the tops out and they battle in the little tray that you put them in. And that very well could be. I got to ask my grandson because he had a whole bunch of those Beyblades. So these two parts, I got to put them together now. I got two. All right, let's. Okay, that's something to talk about for a second. Got a cool antenna, but I can't pull it out. But that's an antenna. I was going to soak it in some WD-40 and see if I could get it open. But that's an antenna that screws onto boombox. That's pretty cool. Got and it's even got the brand name on it, logo. So these give you some odd signals. Now this would make a good extender for with a magnet on it. Exactly. I could, you know, I could put a magnet on the end of that if I could get it open. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak that and see if I can't get it to extend because it's pretty corroded. But I think if I soak it, it'll be useful if I can soak it. Now these are cool items. I found this in the park, and this is an ingenious idea. The ladies would know what this was, but it's an eyebrow pencil that has a sharpener on it. So when you want to use it, you just turn the blade and it sharpens the pencil. That's a unique idea for people to sell. That keeps from carrying two parts. That's it. Hey T-Rap, welcome to my house. So, thank you guys for being in here. It looks like I've had a lot more people in here. I have 17 likes, and I got 8 of y'all that are watching me just dig through my old, unusual finds that I have here. Let's see, anything? These are fun to find because they're like staples. You can't hardly find those, and when they're out in the tot lots and stuff, those things are hard to see. But I can only guess these are out of toys of some kind. I don't know what they would come out of to be in a park, but I find a lot of these. I found at least a dozen of them. Found some of these makeup tweezers, Mary Kay makeup tweezers, itty bitty things. That's the smallest pair of tweezers I ever found. I found probably a dozen tweezers, but that's the smallest one I ever found. That's what's unusual about it. But anyway, yep. a fidget, an avocado fidget. Go figure, an avocado fidget. I'm gonna put that in the fidgets. This was a cool find. This is good for Halloween. Maybe I'll put it up for sale on Mercury or something. Got a bracelet that all skulls. Not too bad. Hey, going around. Did you find your pinpointer? So I offered this to my granddaughter, but she says, no, it's too gruesome looking. But I'll find somebody that wants it. I'm sure. You did not? Okay, let me know as soon as you find it, all right? Or we'll talk about something to replace it, all right? But, so if you're not real keen on getting the pinpointer cover, that's all right. I'll figure something out. Like I said in the beginning, that if you weren't a digger or couldn't use one of the styles that I have, then we'll find something of equal value. You think so? You think people would do a giveaway for that, T-Rep? You think I could put that up as a giveaway and people would be interested enough to try to get it? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool. So anything else in here? I got all kinds of junk in here. Some of it is real trash, but I find these things off of like chair bags and stuff like that, bags that have a drawstring, or sometimes you find these on hoodies. I couldn't think of hoodies. Oh, that was terrible. But I keep these because a cord clamp is always good to have, right? You can always find a use for a cord clamp. Man. Come on, something interesting here. Something interesting. Well, did find a watch band, never did find the watch. I found a whole watch band. And I think it's off of a Apple Watch, I think. Looks like it might be in the same area. I found this. I don't know whether that's off an Apple Watch. I don't. It doesn't. I don't know. But that doesn't seem to be the same thing there. So I don't think they go together. But I found them at the same park at the same day. So I remember that. Oh, another utensil. And this one's silver. This one's silver plated. But that gave me a good ring up. Well, maybe I'll just do a giveaway, surprise giveaway for that for Halloween or something. That might be good. For 300, when you well, if anybody hasn't subbed T-Rep, go sub T-Rep. He's up and coming here. So you moved boxes like I did. You know what? I still have 2 boxes. I know what's in them. In 40 years, I don't know why I've kept those boxes. As I still have 2 boxes from when I moved down here in 1984. And they've never been opened. I've never used them in 40 years, nearly. Next year will be 40 years that I moved down from my hometown down here to Southern California. And I don't know why I have never used what's in those boxes in 40 years and I still have them. And they've never been, the tape's never been broken on them since 84. Weird stuff like that, huh? That's how eclectic or almost a hoarder I am. I'm not quite as bad as a hoarder. I can still walk around my house without any problems, but there are places where I have things that have been there for years. And we moved into this house 19 years ago, and those boxes are still there. And it's amazing, huh? Wow, I didn't realize I had so much stuff that I could actually throw away. This was awesome when I found it. I thought that was a jewel. The back part of it was so full. This was so shiny and hard. I thought that for sure that was some kind of stone in there. With me, Jamie? Looks like a stone set in that. It was all crusted, covered up and everything. And well, you better get rid of some stuff if you're moving down 1,500 feet. You better get rid of stuff. But anyway, back to this thing. It took me a while to figure out what it was after I cleaned all the dirt out of it and everything. But it's actually the plastic cover to the butt of a flashlight. So it's a button for a flashlight. So I kept that just because I thought, my thought process thought that that was a stone of some kind in there. And it wasn't. It looks like an eye, doesn't it? It looks like a lizard eye or something. Shark's eye. That's what it looks like, a shark's eye. So That was interesting. Oh, there's another spoon that I found. That one is a good find. But I'm not sure what that's made out of. It's not rusty. It looks like silver. But there's no way I can tell what that is there. But yeah, some interesting stuff. There you go. I found a couple of these. And these you want to be real careful of when you find something like this, because anybody know what that is? You got to be real careful when you find these things. Really careful. Oh, I don't know, William. I don't know how long we'll keep it. This is the only, some of this will go in the trash pretty soon here. Like this thing. This thing is a piece of a kid's toy, and there's no use of having it because nobody would want it for any reason. So actually right now, that's going in the trash. But this is the only watch I ever found, and it still works. And I found that in the water at the lake. It was one of my first lake finds, and it still works. So it's really strange that it still works. Can you see the battery's running out, but it still works. You can still see the time in it. Yeah, it's like a building block, but there's no magnets in it. It's just a piece of plastic. I think they go together, and then, here, let me pull it back out. Here. Yeah, this one doesn't have any magnets, but the reason I kept it in the first place was because of this. It's you put things in it. And I thought, well, I'll use it for something, to put things in, because it's got a little snap lock cap. And so then what happens is that there's like 4 pieces, it looks like, makes a ball, and then based on this, a ring goes on either side of it, so it holds it all together. So it's like a little treasure chest thing for kids, I think, where they can put things in them and then put them together and have a lot of little things in one spot. But one of the things, I've got a couple of those in here. Yeah, these are like magnets. And that's how I found this. And I've got a bunch of these things around. So, yeah, these are the magnet toys. And there are probably things like this that have magnets in them that stick them together. But I think this one has something goes on top and bottom, like a ring to hold them together. But I can't imagine me using it for anything, even though it's a little case. But I've kept all of this whole year. This is all stuff that I've found from this year. Yeah. What else do I have here? Oh, you know what? I collect a lot of these things off the ground. I collect a lot of this stuff. And I've been wanting to get a Nerf gun that somebody left behind, that I never find one. But then, guess who found one? Bill from Digging SoCal found the gun, and he only has one of these. But I've got like at least 50 of these that I pick up because they have their battles and they leave them. So I'm collecting them just for that day that I find that gun. But, from the painter's point of view and the creative people out there, sometimes I find some pretty good stuff, like this tube, brand new tube of acrylic paint. So, and this one I believe is, it doesn't say what color it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's white. This one is white, so I guess the color is the color of the band. But it's a brand new tube, hardly been used. And I use acrylic paint. You know, I forgot I had that. And when I needed acrylic paint, I only had the flat paint when I needed it. Now I know I've got the yeah, I'll try that. See what I find. I go through my stuff here. That I find all kinds of good stuff. And I find a lot of these. I don't know whether this one works or not. Yep. Come on. That's probably out. Yeah, it's probably out. Big. It's almost. Yeah. Yeah, that one's out. That one goes in the trash. As soon as I take the metal off of it, I'll take the metal off that and put it in my This one was pretty interesting. Didn't have to think too long on this one. But anybody know what it is? Whoop. I knew what it was right away, but not everybody would know what this is. But now I can always use one of these if I lose mine. So. So sometimes you get a good box like that. Makes you feel good, doesn't it, Walker? When you get a good find. You pick the right one, right? That who did I wasn't it? Yeah, you. I bought a box from you, and we had a good box. I got a lot of coins out of that box. I got some a double, I think, and I got a lot of not for circulation. In IFCs. I got a few silver. We had a good box that day. The first box I ever bought from you when I first met you. That was a good one. Anything else down here? Okay, we're we're about done digging in this box right now. I can't find anything. Oh, I found these two things in the park around a tree. One on one side and one on the other. But pencil sharpeners, and they the park was close to a school, but not sure. But I found them anyway. Got aluminum pencil sharpeners. Okay, Walker, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be here for another few minutes, depending. I don't know. I go up and down things. When I drop off people watching me, I'm going, okay, it's time to go. Everybody's going about their lives, and then all of a sudden, boom, I get inserted to people. So, this is pretty good. Make sure everybody hits the dislike or the like before you leave, though. Thanks, Walker. So trying to. Oh, that should not be in there. That's a flat penny. This one's for let me see what this one's for. Oh, this is for the Los Angeles Zoo. This is for the Los Angeles Zoo. That goes in my unusual coins. Why is that? Yeah. Those should go in the unusual coins. See, I got all kinds of stuff in here put in a box. I've been meaning to separate these out anyway. I maybe shouldn't be doing. There's a token. There's a sports token. Another one. So this is put this in a container before I started putting all my tokens in one container. So. So, anyway, anything else good in here? I should probably be doing this since I was trying to find something unique. That goes in my pins. That's a pin with the pin broken off of it. Winter Cup. Winter Cup 19. So these are pretty interesting finds. So, no, it was a pin at one time. So that's going in my pin collection. So, anyway, we are still looking for something worthy of talking about. Worthy of talking about. It's one of those days where I'm grasping for things here. Oh, I found this. This is a, anybody guess what that is? Anybody tell me what that is? I know what that is. Got 3 ball bearings. I know what that is. Anybody know? Hey Neil. Hey you diver. How are you doing? Hey, how's that cleanup coming? Do you ever find knives? Well, found knives like this, several. Where's my, hang on a second. I'm back. Ever find knives? Found this knife at the beach at San Clemente. I carry this. This is my favorite knife. I carry that one all the time. As a matter of fact, I just a couple weeks ago was in a store, and I don't, I don't brandish knives. I, uh, but I'm dressed like I am now. I always wear my hat, and I had my camouflage shorts on, and walking through the store, and there was this older guy about my age and a young guy there, and they were at the coffee beans. This store has bulk coffee beans and stuff, and you can buy a bag of coffee beans and grind them there, but you have to open them to grind them, right? Well, they couldn't get the bags open. Neither one of them, or both of them tried, but they couldn't open the bag without cutting it or tearing it. And so the younger of the two came up to me and said, "Excuse me, would you happen to have a knife that you can loan us?" And I said, "A knife?" And I turned to him and I said, "Do I look like a guy that carries a knife?" And then I pulled out my knife and opened their bags for them. But yeah, this was a good find. My son-in-law, when we went on our camping trip last month, he found one too, and I've got that here someplace. It has shark's teeth on it. It's a cool knife, similar to this one, very nice also. So yes, I find knives. And what else? Hang on. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself. Okay, I'm back. You sent me on an errand here. And this is one of my best finds. I found this buried in a horseshoe pit. So, yeah, that was a good find. But that was buried in a horseshoe pit, and it was buried like this. So, when I found it, it was in the ground like this. They were trying to protect, I'm sure when they buried it on purpose, and they were trying to protect the wood handle. So the knife had a price sticker on it, on the handle, and it was buried, I'm sure, because somebody stole it and then hid it and forgot to go back for it because it had been there for quite some time. The leather, I've put some saddle soap on it and stuff. I still have to do some work on the leather there to clean it up a little bit. But yeah, this is one of my best finds. And so yeah, I have found a few knives. To answer that question, you're gonna go still doing some cutting. I wish I was there to help you and bring my saw over and chop that up for you. Um, no, doesn't say Smith and Wesson, but you can see if you look real close right there. See where the price sticker was? I haven't cleaned that off. You can see there the light glint off of it. You can see where, there you go. You can see where the price sticker was right there. um, so anyways, uh, the sheath has some damage to it, but the knife is actually, if you look at it, it's a Damascus blade. So I don't know whether you can see that Damascus in there. It's hard to see. Yeah, I think you can see it there. I haven't cleaned it off. I cleaned the rust off of it and oiled it, but you can barely see it. I can see it really well here. I can see the camera doesn't do it justice. You might be able to see a little bit of it. But it's got a really pretty Damascus blade. So, got a few things that are not treasure trash. What was the one thing with bearings? That's the inside of a fidget. You know, one of those things you fidget around with. It has a little casing around it, has different shapes, and then you can spin it. A fidget spinner. That's what that is. Just a conversation piece, just for one of these times like now where I can ask, do you know what that is? I think at one time I wanted to put up shorts and do a what is it? Maybe I'll go back to that idea and see if I can get people to comment on them. You guessed correctly? Yeah, they're all right. Oh, you did say fidget up there. I didn't see that. I was looking at AU Diver. I'm sorry, William. I did not see you say fidget. I would have complimented you on your intuitive power. And I was looking for the knives. I got off on the knife subject. That's your fault, William. You asked me if I had knives. So, anyway, I've been on 2 hours now, and I do have lots of things to do. I've got 2 doctor's appointments today, and I want to really, you know, say thank you for you guys being here and chatting with me. Yeah, they are great finds. Everything to me is a great find. I'm looking at all this junk on the table, and they're great finds to me. I mean, even a carabiner that doesn't work, I can take this carabiner and actually fix it. So all I have to do is let's see. I know I can do it here. Stick that. I have to do it, hold it in a vise, and then just push that little spring right there that's inside right there, and just push that back in because it's flipped out. So I just have to put it in a vise and push that spring back in, and then that little carabiner will work. See, and that's a great find for me. I love those. And I find coyote whistles and stuff, and all kinds of plastic kids whistles and stuff. But I would have really liked to find that bobby whistle. that is cool. Jamie found. But you guys, thank you for sticking it out with me and hanging around and chatting with me and chatting with each other. And I'll be back tomorrow. I can't promise, but Lord willing, I'll be back tomorrow. And you guys have a great day. And going around, let me know if you find your pinpointer. If you want that pinpointer cover, that's cool. If you want something else, let me know that too, and we'll discuss what I've got that you might like. Okay? So you guys, God bless you all. Stay safe, hunt well, stay well, and later, Gators. I'll be back. See you next time.